We're beginning session 2, module 4.
Now in module 4, just to remind you about the mental health. Remind you about the mental health. It's very important to take care of ourselves. So ukuze sibe nempilo enhle engqondo, we see nyanzeleke into yokuba sithi take care of ourselves. So kusenyanzeleka uba sizikhathalele. So you remember when you ask what is mental health. So nisakhumbula when we say mental health so if Nisa remember, you can just be few so that it's page A1. Impilo enhle yengqondo.
Kodwa umuntu esenza izigqibo aqinisekileyo ngazo, kodwa umuntu ehappy ngesifo sakhe engasengqondweni engaqiniseki.
So we're trying to recap what the mental health.
Good.
Okay. So you know we are community, the contribution in so it was the healthy individual, color physically, so it good mental health. I think no one so but you know see abantu sine challenges, sine problems, and must have ways of dealing with our problems or challenges. So it depends. Situation nazo ngendlela different. So unendlela yakho umuntu xa ine-challenge anayo abanye problem, so umuntu abe nendlela adilishana nayo ngayo. So ziba different ke ngoku izinto. Mhlawumbi ningaziziphi mhlawumbi eninozicinga mhlawumbi umuntu xa ine-problem, ngathi une-problem aloo nto nayo umidla odilishana njani umuntu xa ine-problem.
Othekalo ngumuntu omthembileyo.
Okay.
Uzama ufumana i-solution to the problem.
Okay.
Ekugqibeleni it doesn't have to be a problem, but uthethe ngayo ungafumana i-solution. So it's always ufumane i-solution.
Okay.
Problem. And then iyadependa ke ngoba ukweyiphi level phaa kweza spectrum i-problem yakho unayo. Umzekelo kwinto ze-stress. So if ikule minor si-stress and some things, then iyanceda ukuthetha nefemini nofumana i-support efemini. But ke ngoku xa kweza stages phakathi esise-depression mhlawumbi udibane nogqirha mhlawumbi bekho aprescribele ii-antidepressants, and then ke ngoku xa iseyisevere ayidinga kakhulu kodwa idinge ne-community as well as i-family members. So zi-different iindlela zodila ukunanzela.
So abanye abantu badilishana njani nee-problems neengxaki, because sometimes sinendlela ezi-healthy and unhealthy skills of dealing with the problem, the challenges.
So kuyela back to laa nto sibenzisa eza I-message.
Okay.
Like futhi into like good communication.
Okay.
Mhlawumbe challenge umntana. Andiyithandi le nto okutheni, and then like suggest into solution.
Okay. So I think ezozibalile zi-healthy ways. So
Yeah, because about the three problems in a very negative way.
yeah.
They will go for drugs, they will go for alcohol.
Yeah.
Why don't you just choose to ignore the problem as if it doesn't exist?
Yeah.
So I think that's what causes depression and stuff, ignoring the problem.
Okay. So these are the helpful or healthy skills of dealing with challenges and problems. So you've already mentioned about the problem solving. Others, they go to church. Others, they go to the gym. Abanye bamamela umculo. Abanye decide to make a list of problems to find out bangadisha. Abanye go to a support group or in counseling. Yeah. So as you said, is yes, unhealthy. People use drugs, alcohol. Abanye bangafuna ukuthetha nge-problems zabo, so which means abe silent, azivalele, as-isolate ebantwini, so avoid abantu. Sometimes abanye badilishana ne-problem yakhe, abe kwi-denial nge-problem yakhe angafuni uyibona. So zii-problems zi-healthy ne-unhealthy skills of solving a problem. Yeah.
What does it mean ignore but don't forget?
To ignore but not forget.
Yeah, like I wanna unpack that. Like, how do we ignore and forget? Like, isn't that same as denying or trying to act as if the problem's not there?
You would help Caroline, but
Sure.
I would also try to
Yes,
to-
you try first, and then I will add.
Yeah, I think in a sense of not putting your mind in a negative thing that disturb your positive way of thinking. Although you don't forget about it, you remember what happened, so that you keep in mind what happened, but don't put your mind too much in that thing.
So I think that's a great way to think about it. So
Yeah.
none of this has to make sense to you and has to make sense to the families. Another way that I like to explain it is like, you don't want to obsess over the bad thing.
Yeah.
You don't want to like be like, you know, if someone was bullying, if I was a teenager in the intervention and someone was bullying me, or someone, you know, said something kind of mean to me at school, it is negative to obsessively think about it. I don't want to forget that it happened. I want to try to think strategies to overcome it. But if I spend all day thinking about that one bad thing, ignore all these other good things that are going on, that's kind of like obsessing about it. Maybe that's not the right term, and maybe you want to think about something else.
Yeah,
So
maybe that
I
was
want to
just
make
like
sure
that.
that you as facilitators feel empowered. There's going to be them thinking about healthy coping skills that are not on this list, and you should put them on there.
Yeah.
If this doesn't make sense, let's delete it. Like, I don't care if this is on there. Like, I want the healthy coping skills to make sense for you guys in this context and the families. So if you think we should delete it, one of the reasons why your manual is not in color is because we want you to come back to me and be like, that's stupid and you should delete it and you should put this in there. And once you give me that final list, I'm gonna make final changes and then we can print the manual, like see Muleki has it in color in a binder. That's what we're gonna do for you guys. But only after you kind of tell me, like, this is stupid, get rid of that, put this in. You know, we wanna make sure that that's all captured before we do a final color print for you. So make a note of that. Think of a different word. Think of something else that should go there. We don't have to have that on there. Maybe it doesn't make sense. Just delete it. Good. Keep going, Muleki.
Okay. Yeah. The most important thing here is problem solving. So we're supposed to know how to solve our problem. So it's very important. So we'll go through the steps of how to solve the problem. Because it's gonna help you. It's gonna help you on a family meeting. So you must know how to follow those steps. Yeah. So at the end, I will show you the take-home fund, how to do those solving problems. The first step when you solve a problem, you must name and understand the problem, which means you can't solve something that you don't know and you don't understand. You must first name and understand.
I don't think I understand. What do you mean by that? Can you maybe give us can we maybe think of a problem and you show us what you mean by that?
Let's say you have a child that is always come drunk at home or come late, let's say.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's my teenager. My teenager loves to come home late from school.
Yeah.
That's my big problem.
Yeah. So you must name that problem, that this child is always drunk when he comes back home, and understand that problem. Yeah. And then the second one, try to think of as many solutions to the problem as you can. So in other words, you must not have one solution because the other one might not working. So you must have.
So I must not shout at my child because that's what I've been doing to solve the problem.
I think it's wrong as we as we teaching the assertive communication. I think you must try, because we try to help families. So the iMessages, I think, is gonna help you, so that, because I think when you shout your child, I don't think it's end well.
What mamas? What should I do, mamas? What are some other solutions that I can use for my child who comes home drunk and late? Mamas, what would you do?
I think we talked about in our session 1, we talked about communication, how to communicate to our kids. And then we did the role plays when we were doing the online activity. So if you still remember the role plays that we played, how to deal with certain situations when our child did something. So you should try and remember those iMessages. Why? What is the teacher like? Why you don't like it? What do you like your child to do? You know, so that she can or he can be clear. What is it that you don't like?
Nkosi, mama, that's so helpful.
Welcome,
Yeah, so I think we have a powerful group of parents here. Yeah. So as I said, you must have different ways of solving a problem, not have one. For example, let's say your child want to watch a match, a soccer match, and then you're tired, you come back from work, and then you must have a strategy, maybe to tell that, no, I will just be relaxing, and then when you come back from your soccer game, you can just watch the TV together. So I think we have a strategy now to solve that problem. Instead of that child become upset and see as someone who's not care, you see. So you're solving that problem that way. Another one, make a list of solutions so that you have more choices, and try one solution if another doesn't work the way you imagine. So if you have a list, it's also, you have more options. So in that list, you must choose the one that you think is the best. It's gonna work. You see, yeah. Because sometimes things not happen the way you were thinking. Yeah. So you must have lots of options. The last one, which means it's powerful. Take action. You must do something. Do you want to add something? Or I must
Just to say that we want you to practice this when you go home. So inside your session booklet, for your take-home fun, you're going to have a chance to work out a challenge and to try to create a list of solutions to practice all this. So we really hope you try this fun activity at home. Well done, everyone.
Okay. Another thing that is to think positive. And by thinking positive, it can make us healthy. It can make us healthy.
Baba, what do you think? What do you mean by that? Can you give an example? Like, is it, if I look in the mirror and I tell myself I can do it, is that thinking positive?
I think it's a very good example.
Yeah.
You know, you remind us about the strength, individual strengths and family strengths. So we go back there and then say, I will do it no matter what. And then in the next session, we'll talk about resilience. So, which means in any situation, you must go forward and succeed. Yeah. So it's very important to recognize the negative thinking so that you might change to positive. So it same applies that you can't change something that you don't know. So you must know something and then you can, because sometimes you can have a problem of negative stuff, but you don't know what is this thing makes you feel negative.
Yeah.
So it's very important to understand about why. So there are 3 steps that are important. The first one is to notice your negative thoughts. So why are you thinking negative? So you ask yourself, and then you label them as negative thoughts and unrealistic. Yeah. So by doing that, they are negative and unrealistic. So it's possible that you can change to be realistic by thinking positive.
Lucky, maybe you should explain it also.
Oh.
You just switch the next part, because I feel like this part's complicated. You should do it in local language.
Yeah, okay. So ngamanye amazwi ke ithi ke into nambeni ngiqonda uba nibam ithi ufuneka uqwalasele into ezikucebisa into ezisecaleni then udilishane nazo. So which means xa uzilebhela so kufuneka uzichaza okay wena bethile nguwona uqinisa ngalo and ayiyonyani leyo. So iba ngowona hlobo. Ithi yokugqibela ke ngoku I think noba iphendula le ilapha phezulu, iphendula number 2 ithi sebenza into yoba utshintshe ezaa zinto into yoba zibe realistic and zibe positive. Yeah. So I think lena yesithathu iphendula yona. So kwi-handout yakho kunezaa zinto ze-thinking positive handout. So sibona ifitshila sikhona nakwi-handout, then you can read it there. Kuqala ngezinto ezi-negative, blame yourself, is it is a problem, bengathi ingxaki yakho. So ezi-red, then yours is positive. Then siwele ngokucinga intoba le meko i-negative ungayitshintsha njani to positive. So zinceda loo nto ezi na. So umzekelo we-negative thinking, like le nto yathi uzibhlame yourself, ufumanisa uba ufumanisa uba yonke into uthi kungenxa yakho, yonke into uthi kungenxa yakho. Umzekelo ngokuthiwa how can this teenager look at the situation differently? What healthy thoughts can be used to replace the unhealthy ones? So ezantsi kuthiwa instead lo mntana unokucinga into yoba we are both at fault for the argument instead of blaming yourself. So it's in the positive ngolo hlobo. So njalo zonke ezi.
Number 3 is a really good one. So that's a really good example to use.
Negative
Yeah.
fortune, okay.
If my mother asked me about sex If I
Yeah.
ask my mom about sex, she's gonna hate me and I'll die of embarrassment. I don't wanna do it. Actually, that's really, negative. What about thinking, okay, this is gonna be stressful, but I'm gonna practice what I wanna ask my mom. And if she reacts in a way that I don't like, I may try to ask another way.
Mm.
That's a good example because it's leading them to session 3.
Mm.
So you can think about examples that work for you guys too.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's move on to the last section.
Okay. So we are doing the last part. I think it's very interesting and enjoyable. Relaxation. We must relax. I will lead you. So nizakhokhela then nina nizakwenza into endidimaniyenza. Sizaqala eyokuqala sizakwenza i-deep breathing, so uphefumulela nzulu. Senze yesibini ibe yi-muscle relaxation.
Okay, so just to say, I feel like the deep breathing one's really popular because it takes 5 seconds. Should we try that one quickly?
Yeah.
And then we'll do the muscle relaxing one. You show them how you move around the room.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we usually stand up when doing it. So now. So the position I was about comfortable position that.
Sometimes they do it on the ground, but people don't like to lay on the ground. It's gross. So you can do
Yeah.
it in a chair or standing, whatever works.
Okay, so we must inhale, which means we deeply, so, and then your lungs like a balloon. So after 5 minutes, I would say.
5 minutes.
So you close your eyes. Okay.
And then there are times that you can dim the lights, but yeah, it's fine.
So he walks through it. So can I do it? Can I demonstrate it?
Okay.
So you can decide. If there's go-go's in the room, you can say, guys, get in your chairs if you want, or stand up, whatever makes you comfortable, just get comfortable. So close your eyes, and now take a deep breath in. Fill your lungs with air until your belly feels full, and then slowly inhale through your mouth. Deep breath in through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out through your mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. Fill your belly. Fill it, fill it, fill it. Breathe out through your mouth. All the way out. Empty your lungs. Empty them out. Deep breath in. Okay, so he does this for a few minutes. And then he's, great job, everyone. Okay, open your eyes. How did that feel, everyone?
Great.
So listen, when you're stressed and you are out of your house, even if you do this for 20 seconds, sometimes it helps for you to keep your cool. If your team and you've been shouting at each other, take a second. Go to the toilet. Just close your eyes for 20 seconds. Try this. Take 10 breaths in, 10 breaths out. This is a great way to relieve stress, and it's free. Okay, so now Mulek's going to show some muscle relaxing.
Okay. We will do the hands and
Cool.
arms. Yeah.
Do they sit for this? How does this work?
It was nice because we just tell them that, just imagine you have a lemon in your hand.
But they're standing or they're sitting?
I would like them to stand.
Okay. Okay, I want to do it your way.
Doesn't matter. You can
It
do
doesn't
it.
matter, right?
It's fine. You can do it like no matter you sit down.
There's no rules.
Yeah.
People can lie down if they want. It doesn't matter. Okay.
Yeah.
So walk
But,
through.
but it was enjoying when just all of them, they were standing.
Do you do eyes open or
because
eyes
it
closed?
seems like said when you do like
Yeah.
So
Like, eyes open or closed?
it's up to them.
Okay. Okay.
You can
Cool.
close.
Okay. I'm gonna stand for mine.
and then they just imagine that there is a lemon in their hand,
Okay.
and they try to squeeze the lemon harder, make sure there is no juice inside. So harder, and then you can release the lemon and throw it. Yeah, and then we'll come with the other hand, the left one, and also squeeze the lemon harder. I also tell them that there is still juice in the lemon, so you must make sure that harder, and then you can release the lemon and throw it. And then you can do it.
That's
Okay,
perfect.
yeah.
Then do the arms and shoulders
Then you
one.
ask them now, how do you feel? And then, yeah. So we're gonna stretch our arms. We're gonna try to raise it up. I will start it here on this side, and then go up and try to reach the ceiling.
I like the intro.
We don't feel that. So
I love the
Pretend
intro.
you're a furry
The intro's
lazy
like,
cat.
yeah, pretend you're a fat cat. Yeah. I think they love it.
yeah, the fat cat, the lazy one.
Yes, the lazy
And you
one.
try to stretch yourself. Yeah, we try to do it like this.
So this is all translated for
Yeah.
you guys into Gosa, but
Yeah.
I'll do this is really fun. Okay, kitten, stretch again. Stretch your arms out in front of you. Pretend you're a lazy furry cat. Raise your arms over your head. Pull them back, way back. Pull hard. Then drop them quickly. Good. Notice how your shoulders feel. Okay, so like it's super fun. They love it. They love it. I don't make it up, guys. It's here for you. Like read it out loud. They really, really love it. Cool. Okay, so after you do that, Muleki, what happens next in terms of the science of the study? You
It's a check out and close.
yeah, show us how to do that.
Yeah. So sifunde lukhulu ke apha, so izinto take home kusinoma so singazilibali i-messages, only the one that sinibonise yona into abazisebenza njani. Okubalulekileyo funeka nizikhathalele njengefemeli, kubekho intsebenziswano, take care of your mental health, so that nizokwazi uba ne-communication erayithi wena nomntwana. Yeah. So take home fun with parents.
So in session 2, in the split off sessions, you already explained part of the take home fun.
Yeah.
It was private. Like you asked the teen to ask about sex questions and you already explained that. So you don't want to go over that again. You say like, teens, I told you what you need to work on, the questions that we talked about in your take home booklet. Parents, we talked about the things that you need to work on in your session. Now everyone's going to work on this thing together as a family at home. It's called, How Well Do You Know Your Teen and Parent? Let's look at that. So everyone take out their session 2 booklet.
Yeah.
Do you guys see the section where it's called, How Well Do You Know Your Teen or Parent? It's a bunch of fun questions. You'd be like, how old were your parent when they did dancing? How old were their parent when they did boyfriend? Like, it's a bunch of fun questions. So what we'd really like for you guys to do is just to have a little bit of time together this week and to try to do this take-home fun together. Don't forget about the other take-home fun pieces. And then, what about the journey booklet?
Yeah. So they bring out.
Yeah, they have their journey booklets.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that.
Journey booklets? Journey booklets? Okay.
Okay. So you can write the next day.
So inside the journey booklet, it has like Session
Session.
3, what day and time is blank?
Oh,
And then you give them the options. So you'd be like, you have an option of next week, Tuesday at 4, Wednesday at 3, Friday at 2, and what option's gonna work for you? And you go around, you write it on your tracking form. So you need to schedule them, right? So you'd be like, when do you wanna come tracking form? When do you wanna come tracking
So we're supposed to do this even in session one, session two?
Every session that
Every
happens,
session.
Every
correct.
session.
Every session that happens.
And also the time that you want to come.
Yeah, and that's really important for you guys, because in the previous thing, every family would come on Tuesday, but in yours it's different. So a Tuesday family could come on Wednesday, or Friday, or Saturday. So you have to track that on your tracking form. And they have to put it in the booklet. Good? Great, and then what happens?
Then it's, if they don't have questions, then we ask them to fill up
Evaluation
the
form.
evaluation form.
So let's get that out too. Let's look at that. So session 2 has a session evaluation form. I think right now there's a parent and a teen version. So you hand that out. And remember, if they don't fill out those bubbles correctly, so do you guys have that with you? If they don't have those, it's this. If they don't have this filled out correctly, you're gonna have to redo it. So remember, it's in your interest to have them fill this out correctly. And as they finish the session evaluation form, Booty, I'm done. Now what?
Session 1 has it too.
Yeah, so I'm sorry, I only have given you a version for session 1, but there's one for session 2, there's one for, it looks exactly like this. There's one for session 2, session 3, and then remember there's a client satisfaction form that's for the whole program that's at the end. We'll practice that. So Booty, I'm done, what do I do now?
And let me check that you did it right. Before they leave, and then you must make
And you
sure
check that you did it right.
they follow the instructions.
And ID number is really important too.
Yeah.
So he's checking all of that. And then his colleague, that's me now, Booty's like, it's done. Caroline, can you issue the reimbursement?
Yeah,
Oh,
So that
That
like you have your whole team working to make it quick.
okay.
And then you do the reimbursement, right?
yeah,
Was there anything else about the session that we should know about?
no.
Okay.
As long as you explain the take-home fund, and then they did the evaluation forms, just thank them for coming. Thank you very much for coming, and then we see each other next week, same place.
Same time.
Maybe not